Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And this is a live reading session for career and finance questions. So I'm sad to say that this session is already sold out, but you can check back because the next couple weeks around the holidays, I'll be going live every week and I'll have a different topic for every week. Maybe we'll circle back around and do this topic sometime in the next couple weeks. So, all you have to do to receive your reading is just relax. I'm so glad that you guys are here with me. And I just want to take this moment to say hello real quick. Hey guys, what's up? I will have my assistant here in the comments typing. It's going to say Rainbow Harmony, but I'm actually going to be doing the readings. My partner John is actually the one who'll be talking to you if you want to know what number you are in line or if you're next or how much time is before your reading, because this session will be about 3 hours long. I've got 20 people signed up and each person gets around 10 minutes for their reading. So if you want to just chill and watch the whole thing, no problem. If you aren't signed up and you are just hanging out with us, no problem. Maybe there's some readings or some messages that will come out that will resonate with you. And I just want to say thank you guys once again for your support. I've been really looking forward to this every week, and just for fun, I guess I'll show you guys the crystal that I'm using today to help with the readings. This is an aventurine crystal, which is used for abundance and finances and grounding and protection, and I thought it would be cool to use this crystal today to help with the readings. So let's see, who is signed up first? We're gonna get started. The first person is Candy D. So Candy D's question is, I got an interview for a position I have wanted for a couple of years, and I have a good feeling I could get it. But I am currently employed at a stable place for only the last 4 months. This place has also gotten a bit toxic for me, but I guess I could work through it. And also, I'm worried about the position I'm interviewing for. Is there something I'm not seeing because I'm in such a fantasy about it? So the question is, should I stay or should I go? Okay, so let's look at the energy over here for, what would the path look like if you stayed in the job you're at? And then what would the path look like if you left this job, okay? Then we've got some general advice for you here in the middle. Just one more second. I want to make sure that we draw some more cards for this because I know that this is a big decision. Okay, so here's what I see. If you stay in this situation, I feel like it's really just kind of fear that's making you feel worried about leaving the situation. Maybe you're worried like, oh, this is gonna look bad on my resume if I'm only here for a couple months. If I leave this job, am I gonna be able to be secure at the new one? Maybe feeling kind of like there'd be people upset at you. Maybe you just barely got through the training and you're worried that you're letting people down or something. But you're not trapped in this situation. This card says the illusion of being trapped, getting caught up in fear and worry. You really have nothing to lose. If you get offered this other job and this is what you want, this is you said in your message that you've been wanting this job for a couple of years. You have a really good feeling you could get it. If you do get this job, I mean, honestly, it doesn't matter. If they're willing to accept you here at this job, I have a feeling that you're going to stay on at this job for a while. So if you end up at any other job in the future and like they look at your resume and they see you were only somewhere for a couple months, but then this next job you're there for a couple years, it'll be overlooked. Sometimes we worry, oh no, we interview at a job, are they going to nitpick? I was only at this job for 4 months. Like, if for some reason they ask you a question about that, you can just say, like, this is what you wanted to do, and it could easily be explained. You have to make choices that are in alignment with you and with your truth. And then this is the toxic energy surrounding the job. It's a boss. I don't know, I see a male energy or very masculine energy, someone who kind of rules with an iron fist, and you basically just kind of have to cater to their every whim. It seems like your boss is like really micromanaging you, and this toxic energy just kind of trickles down from the top. And so I definitely see that. This is something you're gonna have to act on quickly. Like, this job, if you receive it, if you make the cut for it, I definitely see them being like, we want to train you now, like, we need you to come now. So you're going to have to be ready to make a quick decision. If you hadn't already secured the interview, I would probably tell you not to get too ahead of yourself here. But honestly, like, I'm seeing some good signs that you could receive this job. This says wishes come true, dreams fulfilled, a magical time of life. It really does seem like you're going to receive this offer. And this says do the right thing for the right reason. So taking this new job, honestly, would be the right thing for you. It's going to allow you to be more creative. It's going to allow you to continue on your creative path and have a little bit more freedom. And I see something about a raise, some more finances for you. And so there's this bear hair that's just like, get in the cave. It's almost telling you, like, you're going to have to go through this situation, even if it's a little bit uncomfortable, to leave this job, to let these people down. I definitely see you can be replaced at this job, but this opportunity is something that's so worth it. It's so worth it. So this card here says no more procrastinating. Your power comes from making a decision. You might be overanalyzing this situation here. It's very exciting. Be open for it. If this job is meant for you, it's going to come to you. I also see something here that says poor timing for a career change. So it really could go either way as far as, are you going to get this job? Is the interview going to go well? I have a feeling it will. I have a feeling that this is an alignment for you. You're going to receive an opportunity here, but maybe this is just going to happen a lot faster than you feel comfortable with. So I have a feeling this is going to take a couple weeks, maybe even a month or so to go down. The holidays might have something to do with it. You might not hear back from these people right away. But I do sense, yeah, there's some type of delay, but I do feel like you're gonna have to make a decision really quick about leaving this. I don't see any reason why, if you get this job opportunity, you shouldn't take it. It looks like a really good opportunity. And look, we see the Emperor and the Empress here. I've never gotten these two cards together. How cool is that? This says time to take action. Get organized, use your logic here. I mean, logically, it just makes sense to choose this job that you've been wanting for so long. This little job you had for a couple months here really was just a stepping stone. This happens all the time in the workplace, where someone gets a job and they get hired and then they leave it a couple months later. It happens, and you got to do what's best for you. I remember my husband, he got promoted at his job, like a crazy promotion, like a huge raise, big responsibilities. And in the middle of the training process, he realized, like, we were basically going to move, and we had an opportunity that came up suddenly. So he had to quit, and it was awkward, and it let a lot of people down. But he was like, I need to take this opportunity. And even though this was a cool opportunity with the job and it's everything I wanted, I got to do me. So it was awkward and it was weird the last week at work, but you know what? Now that's just a fleeting memory compared to the life he's living now and all the amazing things surrounding him. So I do see awkwardness. I do see your job being a little weird with you, but once you're in this new situation, this isn't gonna matter. You got to do you, no matter what. No matter what, and when you're an empath and when you're so kind, we worry sometimes about hurting other people or about how it's going to affect people. And when we're at a job, sometimes it almost feels like family, because we go there like almost every day of the week, and we're staying there for hours, and we get to know these people, and they really depend on us, and we have all these responsibilities, and we worry, like, if we quit this job, how are they going to find someone? How is this going to get done? But sometimes you just got to do you, because when you're happy and when you're doing what's right for you, that energy goes out to the other people around you. You don't have to self-sacrifice to make these other people happy. I feel like just get out of this situation with this job and move forward. Now, if for some reason you don't get this job, I think you're gonna get it. I really see that in the cards. But if for some reason you don't get it, keep looking for more positions. Because I'm just seeing this really strong energy of this job you're in right now. It ain't it. This says you need to act quickly and decisively. Like, it seems like you've made up the decision to leave this job. So no matter what happens here, keep working towards that goal. There seems to be this energy that's telling you, like, leaving that job and finding a better situation is going to be best. This is just temporary. This is just now. Just do your best, get through every day at this job until you can leave. If for some reason this doesn't pan out over here, keep looking, because it does seem like there's something that's meant to be. I also see another message coming out for you in the cards that's saying, like, you might not receive what you're looking for from a job. Like, this new job over here is going to be better. It's going to put you in a better situation. It's going to be a little bit more creative. You're going to have more freedom, but there still might be some toxic energies in the workplace. It's just kind of how it is most places. It might not be 100% fulfilling. So it's up to you to make sure that your time outside of work, that you have goals and you have visions that you're working towards, so that when you go to work, all those finances that you're making, all of that energy, you're able to come home and push that into your talents and your gifts and your hobbies and your interests, and in meeting certain goals like getting a home, or getting stability, or purchasing that new vehicle, or extending your family, or starting a side hustle or a business, or working on some type of creative project, bettering yourself. Like, make sure that you have some type of goal outside of work too, because if you're just looking for your fulfillment in work, you might repeat the same pattern of going somewhere, it's toxic, maybe I can get a new job, get the new job, oh, I don't like it, maybe the new job will make me happy, maybe the new job will make me happy. And I did that for years. I know people who keep doing that, people who've done that. And that's when you start to realize, like, the money isn't it, the job isn't it, it's like how you feel on the inside. It's like how you're spending your time. So if this job over here is going to support you and is going to support your financial security, and it's going to help you be able to have a good work-life balance, and maybe something about it is fulfilling and helps you to express yourself, and helps you to be able to pave a way outside of work to keep working towards your interests and goals, then that's great. This job over here just seems like stressful, like they're not paying you much, you're being overworked. And so whatever the situation is, it seems like keep working to get out of this job over here, even if it's only been a couple months. At least it hasn't been 1 month. Sometimes the situation ends up not being what you thought it would be. And I definitely see a message about just moving forward, doing you. I don't think this is going to ruin your resume or anything. And I don't think this is a fantasy over here. I think that this is a dream you have, and I think that you're going to be able to get this situation going. You're going to be able to get out of this job. So your final question is, should you stay or should you go? Definitely go. Definitely go. Trust your heart, Definitely go. You don't owe anyone anything. You just owe it to yourself. So I hope that resonates with you. Thank you so much for your question. And we're going to move on to the next person. That was a really good question. Yeah, I really felt like this week doing finances and career, because I think now that we're heading into the new year, this is what's been on a lot of people's mind right now. New year, new me kind of energy, time to make changes. I think a lot of people like to hire around after the new year. Some people are like leaving seasonal jobs and looking for more long-term employment. A lot of people are moving. It's kind of a fresh energy. So this is a good time to look into these types of questions. So next we're looking into Sasha's question. I was laid off a few months ago. Do you have any insight as to what's next in my career and finances, as well as timing? Yeah, let's go ahead and look into that and see what opportunity is coming in for you. I'm so sorry you got laid off, but I also kind of feel like this could be a blessing in disguise, you know? So let's see. I feel like what's been going on the past couple months is you've just been kind of like taking a break. I do see you applying for a couple of jobs, maybe an interview or two, but it's like you really needed this rest. So, continue to rest. I see a message for you until the new year, maybe to just kind of rest, look up on job opportunities, but give yourself the time that you need to regain your balance and regain your energy, because that situation feels traumatic to me of just being laid off. It feels really sudden, and maybe almost like a betrayal. So you're gonna feel a burst of energy coming in around the new year, and this is the Fool card. It's like the zero card, the first card. It's like a fresh start. This is like starting at zero. I see 2020, like the zeros. It's kind of standing out to me. Beginning of 2020. The Fool is all about taking a risk, taking a leap of faith, travel, going somewhere new. I'm seeing a message for you about looking outside of where you're living. Maybe looking into a potential move, maybe looking into maybe even if the commute is a little bit longer than you thought, there could be some opportunities somewhere. I'm seeing about a half hour to 45 minutes from where you live. That might be a little like hard to, if you're like, oh, transportation's an issue or you don't want to have that long of a commute, but I see a really big opportunity that's going to be worth it, but it seems a little bit further away. So you might want to start looking for jobs that are a little bit further. That's why I see like taking a risk or maybe moving somewhere for a job or something that's a little bit further away coming up for you. And I see a new home. I do see you relocating. Maybe this doesn't happen at first, but I definitely see you relocating to somewhere new. So let's look some more into this job. This job could have something to do with I want to say children, but I have a feeling you might not like that. But it's something that seems a little bit more like community oriented, if that makes sense. So you might want to look into like community centers or something like that. I'm definitely getting a message about an unexpected job that you actually do have the requirements for. It's just you never really thought about it that way. So let's see what else we got here. Yeah, it's some type of change. This is the snake card, so it's like a major change in your career path. And maybe that's why you haven't been really wanting to like look for the new jobs yet. Because I do see you trying, but I also see some resistance. And I feel like it's because you don't want to go back to doing what you were doing. Like it feels like prison. This time of freedom, this time off work has been really nice. Even though it's hard and stressful, I still feel like there's something about it that's nice having that freedom. And so I see something about a community center or something surrounding children or something like that, and it feels very fun and it feels very freeing and it feels like a really flexible job, and I think that's what you're looking for. I think you're looking for some flexibility. So this also might sound like a really bad time to think about like starting some type of business or something, but now that you have a little bit of time and you're not working every day and you're unemployed, you do have time. You have all day long every day to come up with the plan and to come up with the vision. So this is a good time to kind of pull back and re-envision your life. So there's something coming up here about making some type of vision board. And if you've watched my channel for a while, you know that I talk about this a lot, but this is one of the things that's made a big difference in my life and a big difference in a lot of my clients' lives, is just going on Pinterest and making a secret vision board. And on that board, adding pictures of like the type of job you want to have, the type of place you want to live, like how you want it to be decorated, if you have a dream to have a certain car, or like just what you imagine for your life, what's fun for you, what's inspiring for you. Get a vision, get a clear intention going, because sometimes it's difficult for us to move forward if we don't know what we want. So it's like you're trying to manifest a job right now, but there's also a part of you that like has resistance to working and going back into that type of environment. And so that's working against you. You need to get excited about something. You need to have a plan. Whether your plan is, I'm just going to get some job, even if it's kind of meh, but I'm going to use that money and I'm going to go buy some craft materials and I'm going to start an Etsy shop on the side to get some extra abundance. And then maybe I can do that full time and open up my own little online boutique. Like, you know what I mean? You need some type of little plan for the next five years or so to kind of build towards something. I see you're going to be better working at home. You're going to be better working at home where you can be around family and you can be more present. If there's any children around you or you're going to have children in the future, like to be there with them. I kind of see something about you doing really well working from home. This also might mean potentially looking for jobs you can do online, like an online secretary or online personal assistant could be really good for you. But I also feel like you want to work for yourself. You want to be your own boss. So it's time to come up with ideas, make a vision board, make a plan, and then start looking for jobs again. And you're going to have a better energy. Because right now it's like, I just need a job. And it's like, it's just, that sucks, you know, just be like, I need a job. And it just feels like, I got to go back to prison, got to go back to this death sentence. Like, if you have a plan for what you want to use that job for and like what you want to do, then it's going to be exciting to go get the job because you're like, yes, I'm going to get the job and then I can cross this next thing off my list and I can work towards this goal I have. And like, it's so much more exciting, even if the job is boring or just the same old thing, like it's going to help you with your life. So that's something that will help, you know. I've been saying to people a lot lately, you know, play the system. Don't let the system play you. So I kind of feel like in order to get some good energy for you surrounding getting a new job, you need to come up with a plan first. So start there. Let's get a timeline for you. Yeah, potentially 2 months from now, you're going to land a job, okay? I have a feeling, like I said, it's going to be something different than you've done. It might not seem appealing at first, but it really is going to be rewarding. I also see it could be a little bit further from home, about around 2 months from now, maybe around February or beginning of March. This is the Wands energy, so it's a quick energy. So remember that sometimes that's how long it can take to actually get your first day. The interview might be sooner. You might be filling paperwork out sooner than that. But this might be like 2 months from now, you're at the job and you're working or you're getting your first paycheck by then. So just keep going. Don't quit 5 minutes before the miracle. I do see this has been a really frustrating process. Anytime you interview for a job and you don't get it, what helps me is realizing there was someone else who got that job. And it doesn't mean they were better than me. It means that that job was meant for that person. And like, isn't that great that that person was blessed? And out of all the people, that person received the job. Wow, they didn't have a job, or maybe they were in a job they didn't like and now they got this job, and like that's so good for them and it's a great position, and I hope that it blesses them. I hope it brings them abundance. You know, the fact that that person got that job out of everybody, even though it wasn't me, means that there's a job out there for me with my name on it. And one day I'm going to be the one who gets it. I'll be the one who's blessed. When I'm blessed, everyone else is blessed. When someone else is blessed, I'm blessed. So like, be thankful for the other person getting the job over you. Like, get your mind into that mindset. That's something that's really helped, is to kind of look at it from like a more higher kind of spiritual perspective, you know? Let's see, anything else is coming up for you? Creativity, growth. Yeah, this whole situation has happened because you're being guided to a more creative path. I definitely see you selling some type of product or service online. I know a lot of people are doing that these days. I'm getting cards for that for people all the time, but I really do see that for you. I feel like you're going to get a job that's going to support you to be able to do that. That's why you need to kind of figure out, maybe before you go get this job over the next couple of weeks, what your creative idea is or what kind of activities you want to try. Because I definitely feel like this job is meant to support you to eventually be able to work from home and make your own little small business. This is a miracle card. That might sound completely far-fetched, but I feel like within a couple years, that could be your path if you start now. Yeah, and 8 years from now, like, I see huge abundance. Like, I don't know, I see something about maybe potentially millions. Like, it feels like if you work hard and you stay on that path, it just, wow, this is the Eight of Pentacles, really strong energy of your situation, your finances changing hugely. But it's gonna take time to get there. This is the hustle period of your life. This is why a plan is so important. You don't have to have every detail of the plan figured out. You just need the bullet points. You just need to know what it looks like. So let's pull you some final messages. Education. Okay, so this could mean going back to school for something or continuing education. This could also mean self-education through reading certain books or doing online courses, or maybe doing some courses through a website like Skillshare or Udemy, where you like pay a little fee and you can do online courses. It does seem kind of like you might be teaching yourself something new to improve your financial situation after you get this job. So this job feels like something that's just gonna secure your foundation. It's gonna secure your foundation and help you get that balance and that centeredness. So from there, you can work towards what you really do wanna do, you know? And so this is saying be open. Be open because this job might be a little different. Apply for different types of jobs. Excuse me. I see a message to pause for the next week or two so that you can work on this vision boarding and you can work on some ideas for the next couple of years, and then be able to, from there, find your center, kind of find your purpose with what you want to do, and then go apply for jobs. When you go apply for jobs with that energy, you're going to attract a lot more opportunities to you. Okay? And then here's gratitude. This is a message that you're going to be really, really thankful for, like, the results of this process. It's just a couple months away for you to get this job. And this says expect change. Expect this change to happen. You're going through a really big transformation right now. So I hope that this message resonates with you. Thank you so much for coming to my channel and for participating in this. There's some really great energy coming in your life, and I'll see you next time. Okay, so shuffling these cards back in the deck, we're going to move on to the next person. How are you guys all doing today or tonight or this morning, wherever you are in the world? Why don't you take a moment to shout out below where you are at in the world right now. I am currently in Spain, and I'm loving it. It's so beautiful here. Where are you guys coming at me from? Oh, Canada. You Canadians are chill. I always love my Canadian clients. Portugal. Oh my gosh, I'm in Spain right now. Oh, it's Christiana. What's up? Portugal, London, Texas, San Francisco, Virginia. That's so cool. All right. Oh, the Durham, UK. All right, who's next? Okay, so Joanna, should I start this business or wait for something different? So we're gonna pull some cards and see what the energy would look like if you started the business. And then, oh my gosh, someone's coming to me from Sweden. I wanna go there so bad. All right, so Joanna, what does the energy look like if you start this business? And then what does the energy look like if you wait for something different? Okay. All right, so this is so interesting. So here are the cards you got. If you start the business, you're getting the Wheel of Fortune, pretty much self-explanatory. You've got the Three of Hearts, the Celebration card. You've got the Princess of Pentacles, which is a really empowered businesswoman, okay? And if you just kind of wait for something different, we've got the Ace of Swords, okay, which talks about the need for making a decision, the need to kind of cut through to see the truth. You got the Devil card. You got the Abundance card too. And you've got this card of opportunities here, but I'm going to say start the business. I mean, your power in this situation definitely comes from making a decision. Sometimes if we wait, opportunities will come, but we don't always get to be in control of that. You know, when you grab life, you know, on your own and you shape it and you create it and you create the opportunities in your life, it's such an amazing thing. When you just kind of wait for life to happen to you, you know, will you still be taken care of? Yes. Whatever choice you make, the universe will bless it. And not making a choice is also making a choice. So, you know, you will still be blessed. You probably will still make some type of impact on the world. But this is a harsh energy here. This is the devil. It's talking about like deception or lies or not following your truth. And then this is a card of confusion. This is a card of obstacles. And so funny enough, the obstacles with not following your heart here are bigger than actually going for it. The Wheel of Fortune is telling you that this is the beginning of a new cycle in your life. This is a big opportunity for you. This is a momentous occasion. This is the lion here, which symbolizes strength. The horse symbolizes freedom. Having your own business would enable you to have a lot of freedom, a lot of creative control, being able to hire the people you want to hire or just doing it on your own, deciding what your work hours are. And then here's the peacock energy. It's like you putting yourself out there and branding yourself and marketing yourself and your business. And it's like kind of coming out into the world. It's a beautiful energy. And then here's celebration. Maybe your business has something to do with helping women, or a lot of women will somehow be affected by it. So there's this strong divine feminine energy surrounding it. This business feels very heart-based. It feels like something that's been laid on your heart. To me, it doesn't feel like a get-rich-quick scheme. It feels like something that's very, very heart-based. And you know what's funny is that money flows where your energy and passion goes. So starting this business might be the best way for you to make abundance. And then this is the Princess of Pentacles telling you that you are a very empowered woman. Like you are meant to have your own business. This is the entrepreneur woman. This is the woman who, she's got this little wand in her hand. She's like the star. She's like waving her wand and making magic happen. She can work on her own. She can make her own decisions. This is like the boss woman, the boss lady. And I think it's so cool that you got this card. So I'm definitely seeing this message that starting this business would be really great. If you start this business now, honestly, you're probably just gonna have to start with, you know, figuring out what tools, what materials, and what supplies that you need. So starting the business now would really just be getting things together, handling the little details. And starting the marketing, maybe starting the social media and marketing and whatnot that are involved. And that's something that you can definitely handle right now. If you have another job or something, or you've got other responsibilities, you know, just one thing a day with this business, just little by little. You need to get the momentum started now. That's why there's this message of like, don't wait. There's always something you can do now. Like when I first started this channel, I didn't have all the right equipment. I just had a phone and I didn't even have a tripod, and I threw some cards on the floor and it was like really bad lighting, and I didn't even know what I was doing. I barely knew how to read the tarot. I just had like my little guidebook and some cards, and I would just pull a card of the day. Who's been following Rainbow Harmony since like day one? Anybody? You guys know what it was like back then. And Same thing with my fashion business. When I first started my fashion business, all I had were just like some friends who liked to model and some clothes from the thrift store. So my advice for you with the business is to start right now, where you're at, with the resources and materials you have available for you. Create a vision board for this business if you haven't already, whether it's a physical vision board, mood board, or it's one on Pinterest like we just talked about in the last reading, and add pictures of what you want this business to be. Really work on creating what this business is going to look like. You might even need to write a business plan. Why don't you just spend the next 6 months on planning and visioning? You don't need to necessarily start yet. Research marketing, research, social media. Take some classes on Skillshare or Udemy on marketing or using social media to market your business, and really start filling yourself with knowledge and education. Act as if you're really gonna do this, like you're in it. Because I feel like if you're gonna start the business now, you wouldn't like 100% start it. It would be like the preliminary steps. So ease yourself into it. Maybe it's a little intimidating. When I first started off wanting to be a fashion stylist, it was so intimidating. But you got to just start with the little things first and work your way there. So you can definitely do that now. And here's your future. This says an emotionally fulfilling life with family and friends. Like, this is going to allow you to be able to kind of step back from working so hard and so much and being more present with family and friends. I kind of see you eventually handing this business over to somebody who handles the day-to-day operations, and you're more like that CEO of it. You're more the one with the vision. And so it's a lot more of a social type of job for you. It's a lot more fluid. It's in the beginning, you're going to have to handle every little detail by yourself. But can you imagine eventually this business growing and expanding and you being able to delegate all of that? So you just kind of get to be the head of the business and less hands-on. You can be as hands-on as you want, which is going to enable you to be able to spend more time with family and friends and have a flexible schedule. And there's a lot of abundance coming in. So this message says, be assertive. Don't back down from what you believe. It's time to get it. She's got this bow and arrow and she's aiming at exactly what she wants. She's making it happen. And then here's the moon over here, a huge symbol of manifestation. And then this is the Lovers. I'm not sure if you have a partner. For some reason, I feel like you have a romantic partner or you're married or something. If for some reason you're not, then this is a message that your twin flame or someone like that's going to come along and help you along this path. Obviously, don't wait for this person to start the path, but this could be the path that leads you there. But I don't know, I feel someone around you, and this could be that this person is going to support you along this path, that you have a life partner who's going to be here for you, who's going to be solid for you, who's going to help you make some of these decisions. I mean, it's important to be independent because we see this independent woman doing her business, but sometimes you're never alone. The universe always sends someone. So this card also says choices made from the heart. So, and you see these people here that are holding up these hearts. They're like, follow your heart. This is the path. Don't just wait around. You're not going to be screwed over if you don't start this business, but I feel like it's written. It's a destiny. It's been on your heart for a while. You might be thinking, maybe I'll wait for till I have more experience. Maybe I'll wait until I have more education or until I have money or whatever. But this says, first you take action, then the money comes. First you take action, then the support comes. So you need to take action now and do what you got, I learned that when I started my fashion business with just clothes from the thrift store. That's all I had at the time. And so use what you have right now. This is some strong energy. So any final messages? I feel great energy around this business. I think it's going to do really well. This says starting this business is going to rejuvenate you. It's going to bring you more energy. Maybe you feel stressed and there's a lot of stuff already going on in your life, so you're wondering, is this the right time? But starting this business is going to bring you good energy, is going to bring you joy, is going to bring you happiness. I've been reading this book lately called The Happiness Project, and it's this woman who's been trying to figure out what makes people the happiest, and she's been participating in all this research for it and trying different techniques. And what she found is that people are the happiest when they're growing, when they're changing, when they're expanding. So being on this path with starting this business would put you into a place where you're growing, changing, and expanding. That's going to bring a lot of happiness and fulfillment into your life. It's not the destination, it's the journey, like they say. And so the path of starting this business might even be more fun and rewarding than having that actual business and meeting those goals that you have of, being financially independent and, having this whole thing going and official. The path there might actually be even more fun than getting that. So you have nothing to lose at all from starting this business. I do see some grief. It's kind of interesting. It makes me wonder, dreams. This says, sometimes the grief of not following your dreams is like enough to make you do it. Like, I know this is intense, but imagine your life if you never started this business and you kind of just like did whatever. That would suck, that'd be sad. Like, you can do this. That's why I eventually decided to do tarot and all the things I'm doing with my career, because I was like, if I don't do this, like, I'm gonna be like not following my inner guidance. I'm gonna be depressed. Like, I need to do what I love. I need to follow my heart's guidance, even if it's scary, So let that be the kick in your butt that pushes you forward here. You definitely have what it takes. This seems to be written in the cards that you're gonna make this happen, and you're gonna have some help along the way too. So I hope that this resonates with you. Thank you so much for your support, and we're gonna move on to the next person. Right, you guys. I'm really loving this Enchanted Tarot deck for career readings. I always end up reaching for it in career readings. Do any of you guys have this deck? I actually got it at Barnes & Noble. It might still be available there if you want to purchase it. I think it's a really great beginner deck, and it comes with a good guidebook. Anybody else have the Enchanted Tarot? Okay, so this reading is for Samantha. I have been struggling with finding my purpose. I'm currently going to school for social work, but I don't know if it'll fulfill me. I've always wanted to pursue music, but the fear of the unknown and financial instability is making me doubt myself. Should I stick with something more reliable like social work and just keep music as a hobby? Or should I take a chance on myself and pursue music? This is such a good question. This question is where it's at. Thank you so much for being brave enough to just put it out there and ask this question. I have a lot to say about this, and I know my cards do too. Okay, so you're probably drawn to social work. Yeah, here we go, Princess of Wands. You're drawn to social work because you do like helping others. You're definitely an empath. Your sensitivities are a gift that allow you to tap into your artistic side. So you have many gifts. Music is a huge gift. Music is a huge passion, but you have that heart, like someone who's able to sing or to play an instrument or to write lyrics. Like, you have this ability to be able to express your emotions and your feelings and to be able to connect and communicate with people. Here's your artistic gift. Performance arts, expressing your emotions and your feelings, using your voice and your body. So singing, music, being on stage, performing through a medium like a YouTube or Instagram or whatever, or performing to a live audience. Maybe this includes audio and visual, like making music videos or something. Speaking, you're probably really good with communication in general, anything that has to do with expressing emotions, expressing feelings, communicating. So this is why you're good at social work, and you've been drawn to it because there's a part of you that does want to help other people, and it's does feel safer to go through the institution, because if you were to go on a music path, you would have to carve your own path out, you know? And obviously, Rome wasn't built in a day, and it could take some time to be able to make good money off your music. There's that whole the starving artist kind of archetype out there. A lot of people say, oh, you're not going to make it, you know, in music, and so do this, do that. So I kind of get it. I get why you've chosen this social work path. It's not the worst thing. I think you're very gifted at it, but I do sense that there's this side of you that's just aching and that's longing for expressing your truth. There's a side of you that feels like an opportunity is going to pass you by if you don't do something now. So you're at a crossroads. You're kind of having a quarter life crisis here. This is probably the biggest thing on your heart right now. So thank you so much for asking this question and sharing it. Here's kind of what I'm seeing here. I actually do think you could make money doing music, and I do think you could be very successful doing music. Anything that you put momentum into and that you stay consistent with and that you invest in will grow. It's guaranteed to grow, you know? And I think that if you love it enough and you're willing to not give up on it, it's gonna work. If you're willing to make those sacrifices, it'll work. And also, like I say, I'm gonna say this to everybody today, money flows where your energy and passion goes. So whatever you're the most energetic about, whatever you're the most passionate about, you're gonna make money at, okay? You could make some good money at social work too, because I feel like there's a passion there for that as well. But your question is, should I do social work and maybe do music on the side as a hobby? I still think there's a way you could make music your job, okay? So here you are, the desire for a more meaningful life, realizing that it's time to move on, choosing to make major life changes. This is like a should I stay or should I go question. I think you need to ask yourself, if you go into social work and you work that job, will you have enough energy afterwards to come home and to write music, to take classes for music or get vocal training, or to go out on the weekend and play shows or whatever? If you don't think that's the case, then you might want to back up and try to find yourself a career that's going to make you decent money, like a side job or something, so that you can do your music. I usually tell people who are musicians to try to find a job that you can work from home doing. So that's selling stuff on Etsy, that's flipping stuff on eBay, that's online secretary type of work. Any type of job where you can be at home. Maybe you can make things with your hands while you're watching videos that are like academic about making music. And I definitely see that could help you. Now, you might have to get a job, like a regular job, while you're trying to get this online job going or whatever this is going, so you can make good money to get the materials, to get the supplies, to get the stuff up. It takes time to build the social media, to get people attracted to it and whatnot. But imagine that you could make something and work from home using your artistic skills, because you're very artistic. And then anytime you wanted to stop and write a song or like work on some music or go to the studio with a friend, you could kind of rearrange what you're doing off of that. And I lived in Los Angeles. I knew a lot of people who were up and coming musicians. Some of them had like a clothing line on the side, or like I said, they'd flip stuff on eBay, or they would make earrings and sell them on Etsy, or they would, have a little Instagram, like a Depop account where they're flipping vintage clothing and their like friends model it and they're making good money because everything's all cute and curated. So they're doing that. It's a lot of work, but they're able to make their own hours. They can work from home. They're just like shipping stuff out all the time and putting it up and making things, or flipping things, and then they're able to work on the music. So that's something you could do. That's a path you could take. If you just want to drop out of school and do that, you could do that, but you'd have to work your ass off, but it could be fun. It could be fun. It says bring fun into everything you do. Juggling multiple priorities or jobs. You might have to get 2 jobs. You might have one job that's just your bread and butter, another job that's like selling stuff on Depop or on eBay, and then you're also working on your music. That's definitely a path for you, okay? Another path is going through the institution, going to school for music. That could get you the skills that you need. If you just want to switch from doing social work school stuff to doing art school or music school, you can. But these days, all the information you need is online. You can go on, once again, Skillshare or Udemy and learn anything you want. My husband is literally like in the other room right now, learning how to use Ableton better and like learning more about, like, I don't really know much about it, but like music production. He's always like, he's taught himself how to do it, and he produces music. All the music that you hear in my videos, he's written it. And like, he's taught himself how to do that. You know, he's worked and like invested in the software and the stuff that he needs, and he's learning how to use it by taking online courses and workshops and stuff like that. So you could learn music through workshops, through online stuff. You could get a tutor every week to practice your singing or practice your instrument with you, or to work with you. You could save up money if you want to produce an album, like save up, work your ass off, save up the money and go in the studio and record. I know so many people who do that. They like work at the Apple store or something. I had a friend who worked at the Apple store, and like he like worked his ass off and like saved up a bunch of money, and then like once a year he'd go like for a whole week and record his album. So you can make it happen. You know, you might also have to move somewhere where there's more artists. If you want to do music, moving somewhere where you can perform, where you can be on stage, where there's more musicians that can inspire you, people who can help you, who can help you can hire to produce your stuff for you. That might be really helpful as well. So basically, there's a couple different paths for you. You could stay in social work, but honestly, I don't know if you're gonna have enough. It's an intense job. I have friends who do social work. It's amazing if that's your main passion, but if this music thing is important for you, you might need to release it. This says, let go of the past, an ending that makes way for new opportunities, time to move on. And if you're freaking out that I'm making the bad choice and I'm going to be poor or something, like, you know what? Might as well die trying, doing what you love. Might as well be poor and and have your music. Like, it really, and that's not how it's going to be. That will probably be how it is for a couple years. Yeah, but if you just work your ass off, pedal to the metal, and go hard at this, there's no way that you can fail. And there's so many things you can do with music. Like, you could start a YouTube channel, like doing covers, or you could sell merch that's around music. You could eventually become so knowledgeable that you teach music, or you teach songwriting on the side and also make your music. You could, you know, maybe become so good at like selling your Etsy product or whatever it is that you have so much abundance from that you don't even need to worry about making money from your music. And you can just take the path slowly and organically. So you need to figure out a way to set up your life so that you have the time and the space and the energy for the music, and that you're not pressuring yourself to make money with the music, so that it just becomes this natural, organic process. And if you stick with it, yes, you'll make money from it. Yes, there'll be opportunities, you know? So I definitely just see this message about you might need to restructure everything to help you with the music. And I did this. I restructured everything to go around tarot and fashion, and eventually the money came. At first it was hard, and I worked a random side job, and I was nights and weekends working for free with tarot, and I used to do free readings on my channel all the time for people because I didn't have any clients and I was still learning, and it took a lot of time and a lot of energy, and there was no money, no support, but eventually I got there, and I think you will too. So go for the music. Go for the music. Trust your heart. This is your gift, and you're not going to fail. It's going to take time, but you're not going to fail. And don't worry what people think. Set up your life to help support your music, okay? I hope that resonates with you. Thank you so much for asking that question, and I'll see you next time. All right, so moving on to our next person here. So Priscilla, will I soon get a new job that I can be happy in, and will my finances improve in 2020? Thank you. All right, so you're looking for a new job to be happy in. So I kind of do feel an energy of you definitely being able to get a new job and it bringing happiness in your life. But I did say this a couple of readings ago, to make sure that you're not looking to your job for happiness. to have some goals outside of work for your developing your talents and gifts. If your job that you're getting is just a job and it's not like a career path, it's not like you doing your passion, then you're gonna have to find a way outside of work to work towards that and try to find a job that just like, yeah, it's happier, it's a better environment, it's more pleasing, it's a job that's a lot more manageable, maybe it's a little less physical or less stressful, maybe some nicer people, some fun energy. But sometimes we always think the answer is like, if I just get this new job, everything's gonna be better. When the answer is sometimes we need to create a situation, sometimes we need to create an opportunity in our life. So I'm seeing that message come out for you to really think about what opportunities you want to create. But I do see a new path for you. This is the ancestor card, and it's like this shaman here that's beating a drum and like beckoning you to a new path. And this is the winter energy. I'm not sure if it's winter where you are right now, but maybe it is, and it's like this is gonna happen soon. This is gonna happen probably in the next 5 weeks or so. Next couple weeks, next month or so, I see you receiving a new job. And this is the waning moon. This is the moon cycle that we're just about to head into after the full moon. This is a time of rest. This is a time of reflection. This is a time of just chilling. This is a time of dreams. This is a time of thinking. This is a time of just kind of like getting stuff figured out in your head. So there's a message here for you for the next 2 weeks to just kind of chill and like let your mind kind of envision things, maybe look at different job opportunities and be hopeful. But once that new year hits, there's going to be a new moon around that time. And that's going to be the time for you to put those applications out there and to look for those the new job opportunity. So yeah, this says wait. Have patience and wait. The next couple weeks seem to be a time of needing to wait. Yep, have patience. Take time to rest and plan your next steps. 100%. So we're seeing a message of don't apply the next couple weeks. You need to wait a little bit. For some reason, it's a timing thing. But yeah, this card says you can do anything. Take charge of your life. You can manifest what you need to be a success. And this is the number 1. This is the month of January. I actually do see January towards the end of the month that you're gonna receive some type of job opportunity then, but it's up to you. January 1st, maybe not the 1st because it's a holiday for a lot of people, but the 2nd, the 3rd, the 4th, the first week of January is when you need to send out like a grip of applications. I see you sending out at least 10 applications. Don't just get set on one job, apply for that job and then wait. I think a lot of people do that. They apply for a job because they're like, this is what I want. They apply for it and then like weeks go by, they get the call back, it doesn't work out. And then they go and apply to the next one. Apply to like 10. Have a lot of opportunities coming in for you. And then that way you get to choose. You get to be the one that chooses what job you want to go for. Yeah, we're getting the number 5 again, 5 weeks from now. Very possible that you're going to receive the job then. So this is happening really fast. Yeah, 2/7, it could be around January 27th that you're getting the job offer. That date seems really important for you, January 27th. So definitely be open for that. Let's look into your finances now. Will your finances improve in 2020? I want to pull a card for each season for finances. So we're going to look into January energy, like the first couple months, winter, spring, summer, fall. This is so funny. In winter, this is literally what's up for you. Plan your next steps with an eye to the long term. Have patience. There are more good things to come. Satisfaction from a job, which is what you were looking for. So yeah, in winter, you're probably landing a job. Finances look kind of meh in the winter. I don't really see them looking horrible, but I also don't see them increasing. It's like they've flatlined, okay, in the winter. It's all about getting this new job. Spring, here we go. Delays are over. good luck, sudden or unexpected good luck. This is the wheel. This is the wheels turning. Things are moving forward. So your finances are definitely increasing in the spring. You've gotten your new job. There seems to be a little bit of a raise with it, more than what you were paid before, just a little, maybe $1 or $2 more an hour, but it's making a difference. And I see things starting to move forward. Summer. In the summer, you have a big decision to make with your finances. You get to choose to save for something. Maybe it feels like an upgrade. You can upgrade the car, you can upgrade the place that you're living, upgrade some type of big material object like a new computer or something, laptop or whatever, cell phone, or you can choose to save the money. Or actually, there's also an option for some type of vacation. So there's a little worry in the summer around the finances. There's a need to upgrade something, there's a need for a vacation, and you have a little nest egg and you're worried, like, if I take this nest egg and I just get rid of it, is it gonna come back? This just says trust your intuition. Whatever choice you choose to make with your money, as long as you're following your heart, it's going to be best for you. There is a need for you to save a little bit. This year seems to be like you're upgrading things, you're replacing things. The vacation might not be a good idea. A smaller vacation could be, but the big vacation, there's an opportunity. Someone might want you to come with them or invest or purchase a big ticket. That might be something, when that comes in the summer, you might want to reconsider that and try to upgrade something else around you instead. And then fall, be grateful. You have much to celebrate. Deep feelings of peace and happiness, a contented personal life. There's something about a home. Maybe you're moving then. Maybe that's why you were saving up in the summer. You're moving into somewhere new. Maybe you're moving in with someone, or you and your partner are moving somewhere new. I see an energy of relocation, and I see the finances really, by the time fall happens, taking off. Savings, abundance, like a new financial stream of income. There's like a new source of income that's opening up around then as well. So, wow, this actually seems like a really great year for you. It's like you're getting upgraded. If I had to pick a theme for you for 2020, it would be upgrade. Everything's getting upgraded. Yeah, so this card says it's time to go after your dreams. Do something that expands your horizons. I think this is telling you chill for a week or two, like we saw in the cards. First week of January, maybe even chill for the rest of this month. First week of January, get those applications out. Bam. If you do that, by the end of the month, you're going to have a job opportunity. This says wonderful news, it's on its way. Smart choices that bring rewards, success and public recognition. Oh, that's so cool. Wow, this is you. I feel like this is like the company that you work for. You're like, yes, this is you kind of changing your profiles and like saying, like changing your LinkedIn profile and being able to claim that you're working for something. It just seems like a really great opportunity. So let's pull you some final messages for this situation. Courage. So you have to have the courage. I just feel like for some reason, when it comes to applying for the jobs and like filling out the applications, it's just like you second guess yourself, or you start doing it and then you like click out of it or something, or there's something that's making you hold back. Like it takes a lot of energy just to fill one out. This is telling you have to have the courage to sit down and fill out 10. 10 is like your number. Apply to 10 jobs. And this is the faith card. Have faith that the odds are gonna be in your favor. I don't know why I'm saying Hunger Games quotes. But this says have faith. Like, I don't know, you seem to be in a really bright energy right now. Like, I just feel this peace around you, this chillness. Like, you seem like a happy-go-lucky person. I don't really see a lot of stress around this job situation. You're kind of in an okay situation right now, but you just want something better. That's why you're going to have to really push yourself to get these applications done and to make this happen, because you could easily just kind of stay where you're at and be okay, but I do see something better. There's this need to just like take charge of your life. That's what the Magician card is all about. You can do this. And then this is you stepping towards your purpose. I think once you get this job under control and your finances are flowing and you're not so much in that survival mode, then you kind of have an ability to kind of take a step back and think more about your purpose. Think more about how you want to spend your time here. When you're worried about finances and then your job sucks and you're like putting out fires everywhere and trying to keep in control of the bills and everything, it's hard to like have that energy to sit back and think about, what do I want, and like how do I want to spend my time, and like what type of hobbies do I want to do, and how do I want to express my creativity. That's like the last thing on your mind. So I feel like this is helping you to get that foundation so you can work more towards fulfillment in your life. So I hope this resonates with you. Enjoy this beautiful journey. 2020, it seems so beautiful for you. Thank you so much for your support. And you guys, we have ended the first hour of our little session here. So I'm going to take just a little break, like 5 or 6 minutes, to get some water and just kind of take some deep breaths and stretch real quick to make sure that I'm fresh for everybody's readings. I want to make sure everybody gets a quality reading here. Make sure that you click into part 2 of this reading. This is going to be 3 parts, okay? So part 2 will be another hour, and then part 3 will be just over an hour. So for those of you guys who are just waiting for your reading, I really want to thank you for your patience, and I'll see you guys soon, okay? Peace out.